I'm at a house that was built in 1939, and more importantly, there's a plantation house that used to be a plantation house back there in that corner, and this house was built in the 39, but that house in the corner was built prior to 1868. This is the town that I live in, and the only house that was on this property anywhere around here, anywhere on this land, was the old plantation house back there. And so we're going to check out and see what we can find in this property here, because this property here, before this house was built, was owned by the man that owned this plantation house beside us. So there actually used to be some slave quarters there back in the 1800s, and so we're going to see what we can find right here. Today I put it in field mode, sensitivity all the way up. It's just barely giving me a little bit of chirpy stuff, which doesn't bother me. It makes it real sensitive. And farm mode is deeper, so we're gonna go with that. But all right, let's keep at it. Very first target is a Tootsie toy. Looks like an old Volkswagen Bug type deal. Got this green too. I'm about 3 feet from the sidewalk next to the road. There it is. Little Tootsie toy. I wonder if the other half's in here. Remember, Chris found a Tootsie toy back in the early spring, and it was a Jeep, and it was broken in half. So let's see what we can find the other half, maybe. I'll take it. Everybody, just for the time being, this is a really trashy site. I'm going to bring this back over to, actually I'm putting it in Park 1 mode. Get those 3 tones. I can really hone out some of the stuff and not worry about digging any of it. But I'm after the good stuff, so I'm gonna use it in Park 1 instead. So let's do that, see what we get. I got my first coin. I believe it's a regular penny. I say regular penny, it's a Lincoln penny, I believe. And we'll get the old brush off here. And it was bring up a 78, which is usually one of those old copper ones. I don't think it's as old as we're thinking. I think this is an 81. I'll take that back. No, it's an 81. I thought it was a 21, but yeah, it's a 1981. So good start. Hook type deal here. I don't know. All right, let's move on. Something very interesting. It's got these little design lines all over it. I don't know what to call that. It's got all them little lines. It's going right now horizontal. I don't see any words though. It's brass. Anyway, if that ring anybody's bell, I mean, again, 1930s property. If that rings a bell, let me know. I'm on my second, maybe this is possibly a third coin. Regardless, it's the third signal I've had in a foot, and it's still in the hole. So let's see what this is, and I'll let you know. So far I pulled 2 memorial cents out from right there. There was a little coin spill right there to my left, but let's see what this is. I gotta get on something old. This is some old ground. What's going on? I done pulled 3 right here. I got 2 more right here. It's not a bad morning, even though, no, it's just 1. That's just a clump of dirt. Okay, so this is the 4th one. So it's just another memorial back, but they're the older ones. So I imagine some young ones out here. Dropped them all right here. Yeah, all in the 70s. So all right, we got to get something older. If you're not a part of this channel, why don't you click that subscribe button down there? I'd appreciate that. And also give us a thumbs up. When we get closer to the house, we get closer to wheat penny. 1961. I just pulled a 78 penny. Now I got a 62 penny. So hey, we're doing good. We're going the right direction. So let's keep them going down in older in age. Let's do that. Big old chunk of lead right here. I'm right here in front of the house, in front of the building, and but yeah, it's a big old chunk of lead. All right, I'll take it.
Now remember, this is only halfway through the video, so don't click off of this thing after you see this. This is the coolest find I got. I got this cool little 1975 penny with a growth on Abraham's head there. Looks like it was shot with a BB or something. It's kind of weird, but that's what I think happened to it. But a bunch of pennies, all these in the 70s except one that was 1980, 3 1960 era, 61, 62, 64, and then of course I showed y'all this pretty cool little find there. Still got the green paint on it. I haven't cleaned up the bottom to see if the name is there. I believe it was more in the middle though. I see a M1 or something there in the very middle, or MF or something, M1 something, whatever. But found that as a cool find. I'm gonna put that in my little treasure box and show y'all that again at the very end of the year. And also this right here, it's brass I believe, and it's got this corduroy type lines in it. I don't know what you call that, but if anybody recognizes that, it's interesting, just put it in the comments. I don't know what that would have come off of, but anyway, other than that, here's the trash, just household stuff, copper piping and things like that, nuts, bolts, and washers. You're gonna find stuff like that. A bunch of lead over there, and then pull tabs, and then bottle caps, and then can slaw. So, all right, well, second half of the video starts now. Okay, before I get started with the second half of the video, I want to share one thing with you. Inside the business there, that place that I was metal detecting at, it's an investment business now, and the guy that runs it, he actually showed me a picture, and I've seen this picture in an old book. It has an old picture of the town that we live in before all the houses were built. The only house was there was the plantation house. If you look at the property and look how the land was laying, you have the house over to your left. A little bit to the right of that house, you see that the ground goes down like a bowl. Well, then it stays that way over to the road, and then the picture runs out. This is the house now, and the property to the left of that, the elevation is lower, and then all of a sudden you get in that wooded area and it rises up to where the house is sitting now. So that tells me that sometime before or around the time the house was built, or even after, they filled in a lot of that. So it's a good possibility that what we were trying to find that was 1800s is now 2 to 3 feet below the surface because of fill-in dirt. That's the way it goes. You'll have that, and what you have to do is just make the best of it. See what else you can find, and then see if maybe you can get onto the property next door. And that's what we're trying to work on now. We're trying to get permission to that property there on the left where that ground goes down in like a bowl. We're trying to get that permission now. So, but anyway, back to the hunt. I'm back up here at this 1939 house for part 2 of the video, and my plan today was I was going to go to out to the flea market. If y'all remember, I was testing that metal detector for Calico, that striker, and I was gonna go out to the flea market, but apparently on Fridays they lock the gate. They don't lock it a couple days during the week, but they lock it on Fridays because I don't think they go up there on Friday mornings. All right, I got a 70 signal right here. It said it was just right underneath the surface, but well, that was a piece of aluminum siding that was stuck to my shovel. I have a memorial penny, not old, probably 70s, like I've been finding the rest of them. I think it's high relief though. It's probably in the 60s. No, it's 73. All right, let's keep moving. I believe I am on the wheats, as Merrill says. I don't think I'm wrong on this one. I think it's a 1953. Yep, 1950 something. I think it's a 57 or a 51 D. Sure is. All right. Okay, so this is the first wheat scent I found on this land, on this property. That's good. That's a good sign. Good sign. Yep, 1 cent there in the middle. I'll take it, man. Wheat number 2. Let's see the wheat back. Sweet. That one was there was wheat number 1 right there between the hole and coil. We're on them now, guys. So I'm gonna hang out right here, and hopefully we'll be on this older ground. I'd like to see this one back in the 30s. The house, remember, the house was built in 1939. So really
hoping we can get one back in, at least this would be a cool if it's in the 40s. So get closer to the year the house was built. But again, the ground below this, I think it's fill dirt, but below the fill dirt is at least 1850s. This day is doing well. I got a wheat penny in here. I seen the glimmer off of that piece of glass. I was like, oh, maybe it's silver too, but let's pull this out first. Got another wheat cent here. I see the wheat backs. And so yeah, somebody was out here dropping some Wheaties back in the day. That's too all kind of junk on this side. I don't know if I'll be able to get a date or not. I don't know, it's coming off pretty good. This looks like an older one, like that first one I found. Let's see here. Alright, let me see if I can get a date off of it. I'm gonna double check this hole, make sure there ain't nothing else. I heard seen a 90 signal in here in 87, so it'd be awesome if there was a piece of silver in here. I see a 1940 something. Alright, that's a 1945. And I'm just gonna double check, make sure there's nothing else in this hole first. Got some sort of a relic here. Is that an old lighter? I think it is. I think that's one of them old style lighters. It is. Sure is. That's pretty cool. I haven't found one of them yet. Well, up till just now. Yeah, I imagine I'm gonna get on a little bit of relics here where I'm getting ready to be in the backyard and stuff. And there's a little place in the woods I'm gonna try to hit if it ain't too thick in there. I'm hoping to come out with a few relics today. But yeah, I think it's one of them old style lighters. If I'm wrong, y'all correct me. It could be something else, but I could be wrong. Anyway, I don't see any writing right off of it. I don't see anything stamped into the metal. But I'll get a better look at it in a minute. There we go. Old shotgun shell head stamp. It's green. It's been here so long. Let that dry a little bit, see if I can't pull a letter or two off of it. But yeah, that's old. But yeah, right here, same little circle. I'm in this little circle area right here. It's a circle driveway. I have another wheat penny. This is wheat cent number 4. There's got to be silver here. All right, we're getting closer. I see the wheat back on that one. All right, we'll get a date later. I'm looking for silver. Got to find some silver. We're getting to the relics. We got us an old spoon bowl here. I don't know how old, but it's just a bowl. An old spoon. All right. Let's see if we can find the handle. I doubt it, but let's keep moving. For me, this is a first. I've found keys before. I've never found a set of keys. That's pretty cool. Let me look at these for a minute. Sweet. I'll get a picture of these. Apparently some youngin was playing with like a crane. That looks like one of those crane operating unit things for a crane. So okay, everybody, we're going to finish up the day right here with another wheat cent. I got wheats on the back there, 1 cent in the middle, and I know it's in the 40s. So again, this house was built in 1939, and it's I know that they raised this ground up and brought dirt in here no later than 38, 39 when they built the house. So that being said, that's probably gonna be the oldest thing I'm gonna find here. It looks like the only thing we found that was old was these 5 wheat cents and that old lighter. But we'll get the date off of this for sure and let you see the dates on them. But all right, let's go to the wrap up. I had to dig one more. I got one more wheat penny in the 40s. All right, now we're gonna wrap up. Okay, for the wrap up, you get to see our awesome train right here at this park in our town of Pickens. But here's the wrap up. And it started raining on me, so
I left a few minutes before it started raining though. Had to get me a little lunch. But I got 6 wheat cents. So that property ended up very well for me. The oldest one, I believe, is a 1941. I got a 41, a 42, a 49, 2 51s, and a 56. So, and look at all this other clad I found. I found a bunch of other clad here. Just a lot of it's in the 70s. A few pieces that are just zinc. But the relics, cool relics that I found that cool lighter right there, probably from the 40s or 50s. Found that spoon there, and also found these keys. We appreciate you watching this video. Sure was fun to get out with the Simplex, and finally got on some wheat pennies, finally. But it's now a new year, so our plan is now to fill up another one. So we're going to try our best to fill one up for 6 or 8 months, and if we don't find what we need, we'll reach out to everybody else, see if they want to help us fill up another one. So hey, we appreciate you watching. Treat others how you want to be treated. God bless. Have a good one. We'll see you next time.